Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the Primarina in the Ultra League Premier Classic Cup. And I just love playing this team. Like, I only went positive with this team. I went, I think, 2 times or 3 times 4-1 and 1 time 3-2. So I can highly recommend you this team. Definitely a very cool team to play. We have the Warren in the lead, being able to basically destroy grass types, even though you're a water type as well. But you're weak to stuff like SCAV, which is actually a bit of a problem for this team, which you're gonna see later on as well. But you're weak to, for example, against, like, in general, like, fighting types, and you have 2 answers for fighting types in the back there. Like, I really enjoyed the backline of the Primarina plus the Gallade in the back. Gallade as a save swap in this cup in general is always really good, unless they have like a charm user in the back, which can happen. You're gonna be able to get at least a shield back or like destroy them with confusion. Like, being able, basically the cool thing about Gallade is you have confusion as a quick move, which is a psychic type move, which basically only really gets resisted by steel and dark types. Of course psychic types as well, but they're very rare to see otherwise. And both those steel and dark types you completely destroy with the fighting types of the Gallade. So like, this is why Gallade is so cool and so useful, and I like to use it. It's my favorite Pokemon for the Ultra League, definitely. And the Warren was definitely also really good. I wish Primarina already had the Hydro Cannon. It needs like kind of faster charge move, but it was a very cool in terms of the typing, because you have like nothing that really hurts it that much. Like, you see Azumarill only weak to grass types, only weak to poison and electric, and you rarely see those typings. I mean, poison you might see a little bit more often. Like, I saw a lot of normal mugs, but you were able to deal with them with the Gallade and the Warren already. So it was pretty decent. Here I completely misplay this game. I'm already 2 shields down. There's nothing really I can do here. It's so bad. We can go for the close combat against the Toxic Row. He actually lets us go, which is funny. We can go for one more move, and we see the Warren from the opponent coming in here against me. I'm just going to go to my own Warren, so my opponent has to throw. But yeah, we are 2 shields down. There's nothing really we can do. We're just gonna go for some funny icicle spears here, because maybe we can get shields, or maybe lets it go and we get some extra damage on him because he knows it's icicle spear. But he can go for 2 earthquakes, KO us, and it doesn't really look too good, to be honest. He goes into the Toxic Roll, which we actually can KO. I go for the Moonblast here because it might get the debuff. We don't get the debuff. He goes for the Earthquake right now. Now it's gonna come down to the wire. Can he KO me in time? Can I KO him in time? I can KO him in time. Primarina. This is like the thing about Primarina as a charmer. You have no emitter that's built around Warren, and against Warren you resist the fast move and one of the charge moves. So it's just way better there in comparison, for example, to Sylveon, because they have to go for the Earthquake, otherwise they don't do damage to you. They don't do damage with their quick move to you. They cannot just bait you really there. So like, their water typing is so much better compared to all the other charmers. If their moveset would have been a little bit better as well, for example, Hydro Cannon, this thing gonna be like so insane. Like, and honestly, it's gonna be such a good Pokemon. Hydro Cannon on this Pokemon gonna make it so good. And it's already good. Like, it's already definitely decent. I had crazy good success with this. But of course, also Gallade is crazy decent, as you can see, always going for the close combat by you. And here, SCAV usually a bigger problem, but right now, I actually make a mistake here. Actually, I think I threw the game hard. If I went immediately into my Primarina, I think I would have been able to easily win this game. But like this, I think he also denied me once, which gonna win him the game, as we cannot go for another charm. And he survives one more Powder Snow, which was so annoying, because holy hell, it would have been a cool short if it was like the opponent there, because like SCAV destroying the entire team, cool. But yeah, if I played a little bit better and just went into my Primarina first, I think I would have been fine. But like this, it's not gonna be fine. We have the Trevenant against us. Trevenant, of course, you kind of want to shield up the charge moves there, but it's good that we face it here, as you don't have to face it with the Primarina, and we can KO it right now. We have basically nearly a full HP Warren and 2 good answers to what's it called, the Surfage in the back. Here I make a bigger mistake by not going for the close combat. I thought this would already KO, but Warren is too bulky. I haven't played the Gallade since Warren was out, so I didn't know the matchup yet. But we can go for our Icicle Spear here. We can go for another Icicle Spear, put him pretty low, and we can just go into our Charmer and farm him all the way down. One Leaf Blade would do like 70%, so like it's definitely a lot, but like not too much. We see the Mug. Usually I want to have it, of course, against my Psychic type, but I don't want to have it onto my Fairy type, so I'm fine with the lead here. I can go get for a bait here, and I'm gonna get the shield, and I can go for my Earthquake now-ish. We can go for another shield there. He goes for Thunder Punch. I actually go for the bait again, because I expected that I'm most likely going to be able to outspeed him now anyway to the Earthquake, and I'm going to be able to do this. And my opponent catches on its own Walrein, which is kind of a problem, but I can go to my Primarina and farm all the way down. I know this is already an Earthquake. That was very fast. It is an Icicle Spear, yeah. And I was hoping that I can get to a Psychic here against the Mug, but he actually doesn't even go into that. He just wants to go into the Trevenant and take this Moonblast to the face. Bye-bye there. But still, the Mug is of course still there. We kind of have to go now into our Gallade. We can go for 2 quick moves. Already put him basically to red health. And we're going to be able to survive 1 move anyway from the Mug. And this is going to be a good game. Next up, we're gonna have Walrein against Walrein. Very cool. We can go for the Earthquake here. It's like, this is a very awkward scenario, to be honest. Like, both my Pokemon on the back are pretty nice against it, but I don't really want to lose the lead matchup here. So I'm just gonna shield the first move because it's always an Earthquake. And I should be able to maybe bait him here and maybe gain back switch advantage, but like usually when I bite it here, it didn't work out, and it didn't work out. So I can overfarm a little bit, go for the Earthquake. Can KO him now, but like this was basically a waste of energy, and we see the S-Calf there. And why did my opponent quit out of there? He went into the Crowbit and thought it was like a bad matchup. It's even a neutral matchup there, and he would have completely destroyed me and would have won the game there, but my opponent just decided to quit early for whatever reason. So thanks for the gifted win there. Like, this was not supposed to be a win, but okay, dude. We have another Mug in the lead. Mug, we can go for Earthquake. Does he shield this? He does. He actually does shield it, which is not that cool, but I can farm down with my Gallade, and look at this now. My opponent didn't know what he wanted to do here. Goes into the S-Calf. Bye-bye S-Calf. And let's see what he has in the bag. It's a Swampert. Bye-bye Swampert. We didn't even need our Primarina here. We just went for the complete sweep with the Gallade. Good game there. Next up, Trevenant. Here it's where we kind of wanted. We don't have a lot for Ampharos, to be honest. And here I only saw 3 moves or whatever. Like, I didn't sell like the 4th one. So I was like, okay, I can let this go. He gets another move in there. He needs now 2 for like, no, he needs 1 more for the next move here. And I was like, yeah, okay, this is fine. And now I can overfarm by like 5 turns, and I should be able to throw my Icicle Spear. But he only needed 2 because I didn't see one of the wall switches in the beginning, which was not the coolest, but was my mistake. I could have seen that. So like this, we had 1 less shield than I wanted. I had less health than I wanted, and yeah, this kind of loses me the game, because I think if I had 1 more shield, I might have been able to win this game still, as I would have like the shield now for the Primarina. Could have been close. I would have still survived a 1 seed bump here. So I should have been able to farm down, I think. Yeah, I think I would have been able to farm down, get to move against the Crustle. So could have been a winnable game. But yeah, I misplayed this a little bit with my Walrein, and I thought he needed 1 more wall switch, but he didn't. So that was kind of annoying, but good game there. We see the Charizard swapping into our Earthquake there. That's crazy. The thing here with Charizard is I'm just gonna overfarm, go for the Icicle Spear, and now I'm just gonna go into my Primarina and cast the move, because no matter what move he goes for, both of them are resisted. Dragonclaw even double resisted. I'm good against the Walrein. Let's see what he comes into. He comes into a Typhlosion. We come into Lag. That's not cool. I think I'm actually gonna shield here. I don't know if it's even a Solar Beam. It's a Blast Burn. I think it was also only a Blast Burn, but because of the lag, we didn't even see anything, so that was kind of annoying. He goes for the Icicle Spear, which is cool for me, as we can now go for the Moonblast and put him pretty low, which is very nice. And we are looking okay-ish right now. He goes for the Earthquake. I go into my wall right now, catching the move, and I can farm all the way down now. He has 2 shields, we have 1 shield. We can go for the Icicle Spear spam, because he cannot really allow his Typhlosion to lose more health. So what we can do here is just spam the entire way down. He goes for a Blast Burn, we survive this, and we can go for another Icicle Spear. Gonna be able to put him into red health, I would say. Yep, and one more Confusion finishes him off, and this is gonna be a good game. Mid-champ lead, very bad lead here. We can go into our Gallade, goes into Typhlosion, which is an okay-ish scenario for us now. We should be able to gain back switch advantage by going for the Leaf Blade here. I might have been able to make it like a better play here as well. Because if I went for my move there again, he might have shielded again, but like this, I'm gonna just farm all the way down. I have a lot of health and, like, not health, but a lot of energy left, and we see the Gengar coming in, which is problematic. I have to swap out here because my moves are all resisted. Goes into the Machamp. I should be able to survive one move, and I should be able to get his shield there, because he definitely doesn't want to get hit by this move, would do like 60% or something. So here on our shield there, we have our Primarina, we can farm down, and the Gengar cannot really do anything. He has to go for the Sludge right now, and we have a move stored already on the Gallade, so we're gonna be able to go for this Leaf Blade, finishing him off, and this is gonna be a good game again. We see a Snorlax next up. Snorlax is actually a bigger problem for this team, but he goes into Surfetch. I should have went into my Gallade there, actually. That was completely a stupid swap. If I went into my Gallade, I would have even had like the pressure against Snorlax for the close combat. So misplay by me. I just swapped into my Charm user. Usually, like, if they swap something in where it is weak to like Charm and Confusion, you should go into like your closer or whatever to like definitely finish him off. But like this, so that was like kind of weird and stupid play on my part. I could have made this better. And yeah, it might cost me. I don't know. Like, I don't know how this game went at the end. We will see. I can go for the Icicle Spear. We can KO the Snorlax, and we see the Toxic Rogue in the back. It doesn't matter, as it's just 3 Confusions and Toxic Rogue is dead. It's just so insane. Like, honestly, I love Gallade. Shadow Gallade is such a good Pokemon. Speaking of Shadow Gallade, what's up, opponent? We got denied here as well, which is not really cool. Yeah, denying is like still a thing, sadly. I hope this gets fixed soonish. I hope we finally get the new version for the game. We sadly swap at the same time, which is kind of problematic because I'm not really in the best scenario right now. I can go for the close combat, but I'm gonna get the shield anyway. But yeah, we are now not in the best scenario. We can go for some Icicle Spear spam. We have to shield here as well. That's so bad. Go for the Superpower, which we might be able now to farm down with some Icicle Spears. I don't know. We gonna just swap into our Charmer, and he swaps into his Fighter, and it's not really looking too good. And we see the Lapras in the back. This is very bad. Usually, like, they have Skull Bush and whatever, so it's gonna destroy me. You run Ice Beam. Why the hell are you running Ice Beam? I mean, I guess on Trevenant nowadays it does make sense, but before you never really wanted to run this. And here we see the Ice Beam coming through again. We get him low enough that he should be into range for Icicle Spear. So I'm just going to go for this. And I know that both Pokemon are in that range. So we can just destroy this opponent still. Even though maybe not the best play on my part, but definitely still worked out pretty well. And we have a Warrain against Warrain matchup again. You'll love to see it. Such a spicy matchup. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to play still okay-ish teams, not just complete memes. I still always put like some new spicier Pokemon in there. And yeah, so I'm fine with that. I think it's better to have like teams that can actually win with a new Pokemon or with like cool Pokemon instead of like a triple spicy team where I can showcase you like, oh no, the 5 wins I got in 25 games. It doesn't really make too much sense in my opinion, at least. We see the Muk here. We can go for the Earthquake. He most likely gonna shield this. I'm not even getting hit every bubble there. I'm so proud of myself. And we can just farm him all the way down with the Gallade, and the Gallade doesn't really care about this move either. It's a Thunder Punch. We see the Crobat coming in, and this doesn't look too good. This is most likely a loss. I don't think how we can win this against 2 poison types when we have a Charmer in the back. I can farm him down. My only play now is to farm him down, get to move against the Muk, and get the last shield, and we sadly don't. Was no way I could have won this then anymore. But yeah, good game to my opponent. Into most likely the final game, we have a Gallade against us in the lead again. We see the Snorlax swapping in. Not really good for me. But I see like a lot of people run Gallade again. Gallade is such a good Pokemon. Like, I can recommend you Gallade so much. It's such a good Pokemon. For this meta in general. Even though we now have the Trevenant, which kind of hardwalls it, it's still pretty decent. We are 2 shields down already. This doesn't really look too good and not too promising. Yay, we see a lowland mug coming in. This doesn't look too good either, because now we can go for close combat, get the shield, but he can farm me down in time. Maybe I should went for the leaf blade, I don't really know. I can go for the earthquake and get the last shield, but I don't know how I'm supposed to win this game now. We can go for the icicle spear. I'm just gonna swap out now and hope that I can like farm him down with charm. But he has, of course, the acid spray and he goes for it twice. I don't have shields. I'm completely debuffed. There's not a lot I can do here. We cannot even farm down the Gallade in time. And yeah, that's gonna be a good game. Thanks all for watching. We're gonna win this game and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye.